What if SpaceX is not really just a rocket company anymore? What if the real story is not Mars, rocket launches, or even Elon Musk, but internet, defense, data, artificial intelligence, and the future infrastructure of space? Most people look at SpaceX and see rockets landing back on Earth. But investors need to look behind the rockets. They need to ask, how does SpaceX actually make money? Why is Starlink so important? Why is the valuation so high? And most importantly, is SpaceX a great business or just a great story? Welcome to Global Dollar Investor. I'm Swapi Agarwal, and on this channel, I will be simplifying US stocks and global trends for Indian investors. This video is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. This is the second video in my space investing series. In the first, we spoke about the bigger space economy. From this video onward, we will start looking at important space companies one by one. And we are starting with SpaceX. Let us understand SpaceX in a very simple way. Think of SpaceX as a transport company for space. On Earth, trucks move goods on roads. Ships move goods across oceans. Airlines move people across countries. SpaceX moves satellites, cargo, astronauts, and government missions into orbit. But SpaceX did one thing that changed the entire industry. It made rockets reusable. Earlier, rockets were mostly used once and thrown away. Imagine if every airplane was used for only one flight. Air travel would become too expensive. SpaceX solved this. Its rockets launch, land, and are used again. That one idea reduced the cost of going to space and made frequent launches possible. But here is where the story becomes more interesting. SpaceX has four major business engines. The first is the launch business. Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, Dragon, and Starship. Most people know this. In simple language, customers pay SpaceX to take things into space. The second business is Starlink. And this may be the real surprise in the SpaceX story. Starlink is satellite internet. It sends internet from satellites in low Earth orbit instead of cables. Think about remote villages, mountains, ships, and military locations where normal infrastructure is difficult. But satellite internet can reach where cables and towers cannot. This is why Starlink is so important. Rocket launches can be one-time income. But Starlink can create monthly recurring revenue. Just like people pay Jio or Airtel every month, Starlink users pay for internet service. In 2025, SpaceX generated around $18.7 billion of revenue. Starlink contributed around 60%. Starlink is now the main growth engine. Reports suggest it has 10.3 million users and 9,600 satellites. So SpaceX is no longer just a rocket company. It is now a global internet empire. The third business engine is government and defense. SpaceX works with NASA and security customers. They need launches, defense communication, and surveillance. Governments are big long-term customers. But there is risk. Government contracts can be delayed. Budgets and political priorities can shift. The fourth engine is the future. This includes Starship, moon missions, Mars, and AI infrastructure. This is the dream part. It is massive but uncertain. Future possibility is not the same as current profit. Now the numbers. SpaceX has huge revenue but also huge spending. It reported a $4.9 billion loss in 2025. Rockets, satellites, and AI are expensive. Building a global internet network is extremely capital intensive. Why is SpaceX valued so high? Reportedly around $1.77 trillion at its IPO price. The answer is expectations. Investors are betting on Starlink, Starship, and future space infrastructure. But a great company is not always a great investment at any price. High expectations can lead to disappointment. If growth slows or spending rises, the stock can become very volatile. Ask, At what price is it a good investment? Now, let me share my personal view. And remember, this is not financial advice. It is simply how I think about a company like SpaceX. Personally, I believe SpaceX has the potential to become one of the most important companies of the next decade. When I look at Starlink, Starship, government relationships, and the broader space economy opportunity, I see a business with enormous long-term potential. So for a company like SpaceX, I prefer a dollar cost averaging approach. Instead of trying to perfectly time my entry, I would build a position gradually over time, which means I would invest at all times but double down on pullbacks. That way, if the company continues executing and the long-term thesis remains intact, short-term volatility becomes much easier to handle. My focus would not be on where the stock is next quarter. My focus would be on where the business could be in 5 or 10 years. So if you ask me to summarize my view on SpaceX in one sentence, it would be this. SpaceX has the potential to become an extraordinary company and can be a generational opportunity. But extraordinary companies still require patient investors. This is just the beginning of our space company deep dive series. In the coming space videos, we will look at more companies connected to rockets, satellites, space internet, defense, Earth observation, and future space infrastructure. If you found this video useful and want to be a part of our Space Boom series, subscribe to Global Dollar Investor. And remember, invest smarter, think global.